I don't know about everybody, but I've kept every sort of short of the clubs I've been at, home and away, and I've always kind of got into that. Programmes as well, collect all the programmes of the games I play in, and stack up a lot of sort of memorabilia in a sense. That Leeds jersey there, yeah, as I say, it was promotion, sort of winning top, and great club, unbelievable club. Didn't think I'd ever get the chance to play for Leeds United. Kind of growing up, me dad, we were all Liverpool supporters in the house, but me dad and that always had a sort of connection towards Leeds, because the great Leeds teams back in the, Billy Bremner era, and all they achieved at Leeds, Don Revie and things like that, and the club was like, again, it was a massive club. But I always remember with Leeds, I was having a bit of I think Chris Coleman was the manager of Coventry, and I think I kind of knew he wanted me to move on, and I was under contract for another couple of years, and Coventry were looking to change the way they were doing things, which was fine. And I kind of spoke to my agent, and he said to me the minute that season was over, it spoke to Coventry and could kind of move on. And my agent said to me, look at Leeds will take you. I says, bloody hell. I'd watched Leeds playing in the playoffs that year. I think they'd lost to Millwall in playoff semi-final. And he was saying Leeds will take you. I said, oh bloody hell, dropping down to League One as it is. I thought, yeah, I'd love to play a part in trying to help them get up, and but basically I had to wait for, I think it was Fabian Delph to move on, because he was a young player coming through at Leeds, and he was highly thought of, and obviously he's going to have an unbelievable career. But basically I went back to Coventry pre-season, and you're waiting for Fabian Delph to move, and he eventually, I think it was 2 days before the season started, he went to Aston Villa. And once that happened, it kind of triggered them for me to go into Leeds on loan. And Simon Grayson rang me straight away after I'd been given permission to go and speak to them, and he rang me straight away and about coming up and playing, and just basically said, look, we're playing Exeter on Saturday, first league game. This was a Wednesday, I think, or a Thursday. He says, come up, you'll go straight into the team, and we'll take it from there. And I thought, right, fancy this, Leeds a big club, Elland Road, and I went up, and I didn't realise, I'll be honest with you, I didn't realise how big of a club and how passionate of a club Leeds was until I went. I was a bit sceptical again going up. I remember leaving Coventry, I'll never forget it, and my girlfriend now, my wife now, were leaving the car, and I remember I ended up driving past Coventry's Ricoh Stadium, and it was I was kind of a bit emotional. It tears me. I was thinking, I don't want to leave Coventry, because that's all I'd knew. I'd been a big part of the club in a sense, and I always remember sort of crying, like driving up to Leeds, thinking, oh, do I want to do this? And I don't know if I want to do this. Don't want to leave Coventry. I love it here, and I was a bit emotional. And but I went up to Leeds and went into the training ground the next day, and the training ground was just out of this world. It was an unbelievable facility. And then that first game against Exeter, played Exeter, and I was just like, bloody hell, this 27,000, and it was like place was rocking, and it was like you were joining something. It was like, bloody hell, this is a proper football club. It was like proper unbelievable support, and I just thought, this will do for me. As tough as it was leaving sort of Coventry for the year on loan, I thought, yeah, this is a bit of me. And then they obviously gave me that number 4 shirt at the time, which was quite iconic, and it carried a big weight with the players that had wore it kind of before me. It was, obviously Billy Bremner, which I don't think anybody that's involved with Leeds probably don't realise what the number 4 means to the club. And I was made aware of it when I kind of went up there, what this jersey meant, and it was obviously carried a lot of weight. David Batty, people like that, just unbelievable players. And I know it was Leeds in League One, but again, it was something that they struggled with, and I feel proud, because that year was special. Like we had an unbelievable cup run. We beat Man United at Old Trafford in the FA Cup. We ended up, fairy tale stuff on the last day of the season, going down to 10 men and a sellout at Elland Road. Needed to win to get promoted. We were out of form, and talk about a 12th man, and that's what that crowd were at Leeds that day. It was, as I say, it was sold out. We were under pressure. First half got down to 10 men, And I think we just try and nick something at half time. We go out second half, Bristol Rovers go straight up and score, and you're thinking, that's it, we're done, you know, we're in the playoffs, what's going to happen? And just again, as I say, it just goes to show the difference that supporters can make. They just back their team to the hilt. The atmosphere that day, I've never experienced anything like it. And we ended up going and winning the game 2-1. It was like, it was the stuff of fairy tales, but that team, we deserved it, because we had some unbelievable players and an unbelievable club, and we went and won the game 2-1, got promoted, as I say. And Leeds, you know, they'd struggled to get out of League One, so play a part in that is great, and it looks like they're going to go to the Premier League now. So as I say, that's something I'll look back on with great pride, of playing a part in their journey.